If you stick to the end of this video, I'm going to show you the exact mistakes that I made that I wish I could have found out sooner. So by the end of this video, if you watch all of them, you can make sure that you don't make the same mistakes that I made. And as the saying goes, a smart man learns from their own mistakes, a wise man learns from others' mistakes. In this video, you're going to learn everything you need to know in just these next 10 minutes on how to market yourself as a real estate agent. Firstly, the biggest mistake I probably made was not defining my target audience. So, although you're a real estate agent and you probably don't care who comes to you, whether it's an investment, whether it's a home, you need to define who your target audience is, especially in marketing. Because if you don't define your market, then it's too broad. If you sell to everyone, you sell to no one. You need to know who you're selling to. Is that first home buyers? Is that investors? Is this second home buyers? Whatever that is for you, you need to really think about it. So even if you want, you can take the time now to do an exercise where tell me who are the most common people that you sell to, okay? Now obviously one factor is that it's in your area, another factor might be age, other factor might be gender, and so on and so forth, right? What are their interests? What do they like? So you can really get deep into this. I'm not going to, but this is something that you definitely should do. The next mistake that I wish I would have found out sooner is simply not posting enough content. Now, it's always about omnipresence. So I used to try to just figure out one social media platform at a time, which I am doing, but I would rather be on all of them and learn at the same time because they just compound on each other. For instance, I really delved into TikTok for a while, and I even got over 4 million views on one video and a couple of views with 200,000 views, okay? And the thing with that is, which is great, is I got those views, but I could have doubled my chances on other platforms. So when you post on TikTok, you can also post on Instagram and post on Facebook and vice versa. So you want to be omnipresent, be on everything. Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, LinkedIn, even podcasts, right? Just be on everything. Thirdly is not setting enough time in the day to produce the content. Now, besides actually being omnipresent, it's actually making the content in the first place, which is the biggest thing. You need to be producing, all right? Do not be consuming. You want to be producing. Now, you might personally see other videos out there and you say, well, I reckon I could do better, and you should. So if you get something that you think, look, I found a problem or I found a video and it seems great, get someone, just, I know it might be embarrassing, make them film you. There's so many good things out there and tools such as CapCut that can really help you edit it and make it look professional and produce a high amount, which is going to get you real sales. And the next one is not building a business brand, but rather a personal brand. Now, if you follow my channel, you know that I love Ryan Serhant, and he has the best personal brand I think out there. Now, he talks a lot about branding. In fact, he has a lot of books about that, and it's called the Serhant, which is his last name, and that's his real estate brokerage, which is one of the best in the world. Now, of course, you want to build it for your brand, but you're talking about an agent, which is most likely who you are, it just works so much better. And the thing is once you get just a small amount of followers, even if it's 1,000, even if it's 2,000, and then 10,000, which to be honest isn't that much because people have millions of followers, though you do not need, these people will be loyal customers and followers to you. And this is something that no one can take away from you and can't replicate easily. Paid ads you can, but if you have a loyal fan base, it's a lot different. And that's when those loyal fan bases will actually turn into real customers and make you hundreds of thousands of dollars through that. Next is my lack of avoiding technology. Now, me personally, I love technology, but wasn't always like that because technology always definitely frustrated me, and it was definitely seen as something that would take more time than to save more time. I know with a lot of older real estate agents, they lack obviously not experience, but the actual drive to want to learn how to use this, because they have that advantage of just having more experience, but it really does make your time that much more valuable and just save you so much, right? Whether that's learning about a CRM, learning how to automate your messages, learning how to follow up with those leads that come back from your Facebook ads. This is so valuable. You need to learn how to do this. If I could say anything, honestly, this is your biggest advantage. And if you're older, it's probably easier for you. But if you're younger, obviously, this is going to be, it's going to be insane for you, all right? This is going to be your advantage against other people in which you lack. And look, this is honestly, like, I'm going to get to the next one, but this is honestly, if I could tell myself, look, I could go back in time and say, look, you need to do this, all right? What is this that I'm talking about? Well, a small story is that when I did my advertising for myself, I did a lot of Facebook ads and I did a lot of TikTok ads, right? And I tested way too quickly. Like, I burnt through money, which is what happens in advertising. You have to burn through money. But what you need to know is that you want to test for a specific period of time. Do not tie emotion with it. If you tie emotion with this, then you are not going to get the results you want. You need to be able to track your results. You need to be able to test for a specific period of time without getting emotionally involved and letting it run. And then you need to record the results at the end of it in order to really see the difference. Because I would test something too fast, say, okay, well, look, it's not working, let's cut it quickly. But that could have been my best ad, right? If I just would have taken more than 3 days, a week, even 2 weeks, and then actually test from there. Now, it depends how long you want to do it, but I would say minimum a week. Minimum a week. If you can do a little longer and you can afford it, I highly would suggest you do that. So don't be afraid to lose that extra bit of money, because that's knowledge that you're going to gain, and which is why so many people are scared to do that with online advertising. So don't. Learn from my mistake, and please do not do that. And you obviously want to start with a smaller market, not a bigger market. Now, you're probably going to be targeting, especially on Facebook, stuff like your local area, right? You want to start big, right, in terms of Facebook, but you want to start small, right? Think of it as this. You want to start in a little pond, which is like your town, your street, and then you want to go to a lake, which is your suburbs, surrounding suburbs, and then you can go to an ocean, which is even your whole country, right, or even the whole state. So you want to start somewhere small and then build up big and go broad, okay? But just start small. Don't go big, all right? Because you will never learn. And if you're starting smaller and you know how to, influence a small amount of people, then you can learn to influence a larger amount of people. Last but not least is this, right? Now, this is a famous quote that I actually got from Alex Hormozi, which was that when you are making content on social media, you should be so scared before you post it that, it scares you. You should be giving as much value away as possible that it scares you, right? That's how it should be, because if that's the case, then they're going to say, wait, this guy's free content is better than what I pay for, right? So in terms of real estate, what that might mean is I have to pay to actually get my house appraised, or, for this service, where this guy is actually telling me this for free, and I don't have to waste my time going to all these other real estate agents. This guy's already told me what I should look for as a buyer, right? And it should be like you talking to your customer, okay? You want to give as much value as you can as you would in person, because that's how you're honestly going to win them over. Now, this has been 10 minutes, and I've learned this probably over 2 years, right? So within 10 minutes, I've told you the 2 years of experience that I've gotten with free and paid advertising, spending over $10,000 worth on my own, as well as getting millions of views on social media. So look, if you do want some help, you can definitely go click the link in my description or DM me Instagram on anything you would like with your marketing. And if you did enjoy this content and you do think this is valuable, please subscribe, and I hope to see you in the next video. Bye for now.